Greetings, we're there with you. Yes, things and times. Cultural expression, family, safe environment. So we are gonna go straight in car. You know what now? It is the virus, yeah? So we are work with the thing properly.
Suppose your mother was a white woman and your father was a black man. You take them to the beach, the both of them was drowning. You was a half-breed, who would you say? I'd like to know who would you say, my friend? Which one do you love the best? Suppose you go out there and find yourself in the same position. Who would you carry down under the water with you, my friend? Supposing you were drowning like your mother and father, and there was a little straw, strong enough to hold just two of you. Which one of them would you place their hand on that straw? Or you would prefer go down with them? As for I don't go to the beach, so I wouldn't get in that position. No, not me. My mother is black, my father is black, so we are coming out of the same flock. Days are long and nights are weary. Mother and father is suffering. I can't even give them one little pardon. I've got my time to live. This is a question for black and white. I no color prejudice. I'm gonna live uptight. I don't want no war among us. Only peace and love. No drowning for any of us. What a day, day. Oh, what a day, what a day, what a day.
Now, here comes the music.
I wanna do it, baby, do it with you. I wanna do it all night with you. I wanna love you, babe, I wanna love you, babe. I wanna make love to you. Let's do it, baby, let's do it, baby. Do it till morning light. Let's do it, baby, let's do it, baby. Let's make love all night. I wanna hold you tight, I wanna squeeze you right, and everything will be alright. Let's do it, baby, let's do it, baby. Let us do it all night. Nobody knows what I need, nobody else but you, girl. I wanna hold you, I wanna squeeze you, I wanna love you all night. You're the one who comforts me, no one else will do. You bring joy to my soul, and I really love you. I wanna do it, baby, do it, baby. I wanna do it with you. I wanna do it, baby, do it, baby. Oh, let's do it true. Yeah. She wanna do it all night long. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She wanna love, 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 love all night long. I wanna do it with you, do it with you. I wanna do it all night long. I wanna make you happy, make you happy. Happiness is what we need. Let's do it, baby, do it, baby. Do it all night long. I wanna do it, baby, do it, baby. Oh, it's getting strong. I've got erection, come in my direction. Let's do it long. Oh, my erection, point in your direction. I wanna do it strong. Oh, let's do it, baby.
Now,
Do it, baby.
here comes the music.
Yes, we're there with you. We're trying to hold up the situation because, you know what I mean, it's better for us to be safe than sorry. And we just need to make some serious, good decisions and get proper information. Is close, well, I don't know what is proper, but still, we need to work with the BBC and the Sky, you know, yeah, because we're here, you know, and we don't want to be part of the casualty. That's the main thing. That's for everybody. So just try and let's do as we're told at this point and listen and get good information. You see, if we had the infrastructure, we wouldn't have to say what I just said, because it would have just be happening. You know what I mean? We don't have no health clinics of our own. We don't have major physician. We don't have no structured administration. I am positively sure that all of our goddamn ambassadors, them jump ship long time. I not blame them, but if them here to represent we, right, yeah, the Caribbean people, African Caribbean people, them never send we no notice. They not inform we. Just like nobody never had no summit concerning the criminal activity, like they're not our children. See? So all of these things, this thing that's happening here, whether you're religious or not, watch and see, read it for yourself. It now makes people become more conducive with themselves. You make people who never stay 1 minute in a house with them family, with them children, have to stay still. Make people who never spend a money buying proper food, having to buy proper food. It make people them who never cook, but allow them children to eat outside on the street and all kind of thing. You understand? It's done a lot of things. You see, this moment, despite the fear of us now for our lives and our families, our relatives, you know, that maybe some of us have put them in care. Woof. That makes it drastic now. This is how we have to think. Was it worth it? Because you can't go work. You see? So we say we are going to put them there because we have to go work and we have no time for, right? And no curfew, lockdown. You see what I mean? So there's a lot of positives, but a great deal of negatives because, you know what I mean, we have to look after our life. But when you look at the conditions, circumstances that is there and what is being presented, you know, every community have to balance themselves and have a good look at themselves. Every people, and since we're the consumers and we're not structuralized, as in the infrastructure of African Caribbean people in this country, we're just in isolation. You know, the people who have groups on WhatsApp and various other tabulator mediums, yeah, them good. You know, so them can continue to check one another and see how things are and so forth. But yeah, anyway, my selected there, he want to go into him thing because them don't want to spend no time outside of him yard. You know, I don't blame him, but him, you know, he's not been around for some time now. And him know say Aisha, Bright Lights, you know, Postcode, Navigator, and High Grade, them now come. Him know that, so, you know what I mean? So that's why I start with my John Walker. I say, well, you know what, I just could go ladies near this evening and cool, because everybody's at home. But we are gear this one here, because this session here called, what him call now? Yeah, got a nice name too. Yeah, man. You know, not so close. Yeah, I see. So we're going to have some fun with it, not so close. You know why that is, innit? Because it's a condition that we're in. So greetings to each and everyone. Stay good, man. Stay calm. Listen to principle. Call your friend. Call your friends.
Burn out them spell, burn out them spell. Your heart a beat free up then. Your love it sweet free up then. I love I do it free up then. Burn out them spell, burn out them spell. Burn them fists and them bell, cause only time will tell. Burn them fists and them bell.
Yo, tell your friends, you know, because we wise both here. Listen good here. Not so close.
Not with love. Won't give respect to the Father above. Slander your name and sling in mud. But your children, rise up. Your children,
tell your
just
friends.
get up. Don't forget the Selma Rise, crucify Jesus. Say, your heart a beat free up then. I love a beat free up then. Your love it sweet free up then. Burn up them spell, burn up them spell. And burn them fists and them bell. Only time will tell. Burn them fists and them
Masters in session, principle. Listen good.
Keep thy tongue from evil and thy lips from speaking guile. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord
have an insulated suit, gloves, yes, face mask, I tell you.
Cut off the remembrance of them from the earth.
So let it be. Look at
and
this
some
world
test
that
glasses.
we're living in.
I tell you, man.
Mankind full up of hatred and full up of sins. So be careful of the friends that you keep. See her face, but you don't see the thinking. Mama will red and she a cry. Check it out, it is another drive-by. Couple more youths have been victimized by Babylon and them lies. So stop play blind. Black people just be true
your
to
song when
yourself.
come Fridays, you know
Look
what I
at
mean?
your color,
Yes.
you're fighting yourself.
Cultural expression.
Babylon don't care for no one else but themselves. I make you know, and we alone I fight the struggles every day. Still live down in a this slum, facing poverty.
Special
Crime
request
and violence
to
only
Miss
lead to
Sister, you know what I mean?
the
Yes.
The system it a fake, I weep and say Babylon I use the youth, them and abuse them. Bringing the gun fi confuse them, but only of themselves they be thinking. But me say what I want, but them a power, them a show what them a hidden. How long will the poor be the victim? Remember the Almighty is watching. Over again.
Hold this one here, Christine. Hold this one here.
It's all about knowing yourself, you know. And this thing is getting out of hand right now. Them kill me virgin what they are. But wait, I want one. No love no day again. They used to want some more love. Who are them a defend? You mean to say them kill another little youth again? For real star, Jano, my bed. Yo, make we come together, no man. I want to no stop bad mind your brother, no man. Man, all I take two run to kill a man. God Almighty, I want this one, Jano. Do not bring no guns, come to town. Yes, Natty King, I tell them the same thing. Yo, man, a man supposed to can't talk, ya. Calm down now, make you so dark, ya. Babylon microchip, you are a true them dip you. Well, either way, Jaja I go whip you. If a man take pan your can, say sorry. This is big man and him go know, not tarry. If you tarry, them a find you dead in the morning. Yo, a man tell a man figure suck him mango nectar. Instant war. Nobody know that he say no. Every man a ball kill him. Boy turn him farmer fi shilling. Then a member say him never willing. Crime stop money enough, no one him poor. Besides him can't take the violence no more. Him want make sure him pass through the pearly gate sure. So right now, love it.
I see the fire way roll, keep it blazing, red hot. Catch a fire, don't forget the fire now. Fire, no guilty ones they are now. Fire, who give the criminal guns, dismantle the root of wickedness now. Fire, don't forget the fire now. Fire, no guilty ones they are now. Fire, set up the furnace, dismantle the root of all wickedness. Messi say no for figure run, because a legitimate fire we are born. Along this a name they up and make it a drum. You can't escape no matter from where you come. So artists, now buy the youths them no gun. Rasta no sell coke or opium. And I tell you, stop the bloodshedding. The people are begging in this your judgment it a go. So me tell you, catch a fire. Don't forget the fire now. Fire, no guilty ones they are now. Fire, who give the criminal guns, dismantle the root of wickedness now. Fire, man a life vampire now. Fire, and all the bloody vampire yeah. Fire, the government were lazy, treat the people like them crazy. Some men round here.
Ooh, now all my pretty ladies say, boy, you're looking like a bundle of joy, and I will never take you for no toy. Tell me your name, give me your number, you give me your vibe, I wanna be your lover. Tell me your time, I'll be right over. Girl, you and me together. Tell me your name, give me your number, you give me your vibe, I wanna be your lover. Tell me your time, I'll be right over. Love, sweetness forever, baby. You tell me that I can come on over. It's music to my ears. But if you ever say we can be together, it would fill my eyes with tears. But baby, give me half a chance and I'll show you how much I care. Girl, don't resist my smooth advance, cause my feelings are sincere. Girl, if you know the plans I have for you, and all the little things we're gonna do, take a listen to the words I say to you, baby. Tell me you and me together. Tell me your name. You give me your number. You give me your vibe. I wanna be a lover. Tell me your time. I'll be right over. Sweetness forever.
Tune and make them get hotter than my helmet. I represent it.
I can't stand the rain. Come get around me. Listen to my story now. I'm about to tell. I can't stand the rain. Imagine this, I was in my apartment, telling myself I'm gonna chill tonight. Not in no mood for no bedroom excitement. Dropping the covers and turn off the lights. But here comes trouble again. The kind of trouble when I set up like rain. My next door neighbor, she's calling out my name. She needs assistance, she needs a little help. So I rushed over and answered to the call. 1 minute later, the rain started fall. Then she come out in a one piece of something. I couldn't bear it, none at all. Imagine raindrops, and she's so X-rated. Things got way out of hand, things got wicked. Raindrops, thunder and lightning. I was getting on so bad it was raining. I can't stand the rain. Come get around me, get around. Listen to my story now. I'm about to tell. I can't stand the rain. Imagine this, I was in my apartment, telling myself I'm gonna chill tonight. Not in no mood for no bedroom excitement. Dropping me covers and turn off the lights. But here comes trouble again. The kind of trouble when I set up like rain. My next door neighbor, she's calling out my name. She needs assistance, she needs a little help. So I rushed over and answered to the call. 1 minute later, the rain started fall. Then she come out in a one piece of something. I couldn't bear it, none at all. Imagine raindrops, and she's so X-rated. Things got way out of hand, things got wicked. Raindrops, thunder and lightning. I was getting on so bad it was frightening. Raindrops, dangerous something. When you're locked in a room with a sister, raindrops will take you places that you don't know. So I've decided to stay for the night, cause I've got this feeling she gonna need me on the double. Got that the fire, they're not out done yet, and any minute now there could be more trouble. We started to sip on champagne, and we played berries again and again. Then sweet, sweet cocoa tea starts playing, and then the rain start come down again. I was tipsy, ready for showdown. She said, come now, let's go for second round. Clear spot down when I jump in the saddle and start riding again. Imagine
Run it. Hello, people, one.
Still it?
Yeah, man, come check me later. My man gonna find from morning.
You sure? You know what, here me go play the role of Joe Grind. Go in our house about 9:15. I walk up and down in the house like a mine. She say, yeah, man gonna foreign, so me now watch no time. She go for 2 glass and a buckle of wine. Some marijuana and she crush it out fine. Now up in the bed, me see the girl start climbing up the ox. What next? Read between the line. We stop and drop asleep and hear the door start knock. Me touch on her side, dog, Sarah, what that? She get up and a looking at me face with a shock and I say,
Jesus, please, I'm the next man that.
She start search every drop on the whatnot. Say she a look for key for the back door lock. Me sit down and I remember how she think back until she tell me the next man have license clock. What making and tell me them things, yeah. Before you make me think to come in, yeah. You call and I tell me say about the man gone, so who the one day?
The next one.
What making and tell me them things, yeah. Before you make me think to come in, yeah. Lord, what is for me today? How we a gonna do about that day one day? She give me the bunch of key to get the lock pull, and I run up and down like a raging bull. Or 2 eye them me see I water full, but me can't find the key to get the lock pull.
Alright, people come hide under the bed, car anywhere him see him I go put off your head. I go in at the closet and cover with the spread, cause you can't take no licking and see a maga like treasure.
What making them tell me them things? say I so much man a come in. You call and I tell me say about it.
See you went back. The Solomon rhythm. Yeah, let it go, you know. We are dropping from what? Beginning of the year. We are joke, man. Listening. Principle.
Life have me under pressure. The only way to relieve the stress is
Inspector. What?
Sometimes I feel like I'm alone.
No, man.
Every day I wake up, it's the same old.
Wicked.
Gotta get some vibes to get my feelings fixed. In the morning, hey, gotta get some vibes to get my feelings fixed. Down in the evening, cause reggae the vibe, relieve me of my sorrows. It's on the rise, the music of tomorrow.
Sweet vibes, man. Cultural expression.
That keeps me singing. Oh gosh, reggae the vibe,
yes,
relieve me of my sorrows. It's on the rise, the music of tomorrow. I gotta
touch it.
that it's the only thing that keeps me singing.
Fire, baby.
Good morning, Mr. Basie, would you pluck those strings? Could you play me a line for the song that I sing now? Let reggae music flow.
Not so close,
from the
you
land of
understand
wood
me?
and water where the good times roll now. Whoa, gotta get some vibes to get my feelings fixed. Now in the morning, hey, gotta get some vibes to get my feelings fixed. Down in the evening, cause reggae the vibe, relieve me of my sorrows. It's on the rise, the music of tomorrow.
Push it,
Gotta
push it, man.
realize that it's the only thing that keeps me singing. Oh gosh, reggae the vibe, relieve me of my sorrows. It's on the rise, the music of tomorrow. I gotta realize that it's the only thing that
we bad long time. In come the thing called we bad long time. In come the thing called we bad long time. Some boy for know some man. We bad long time. Some boy just bad today. Take up badness when badness done give way. We bad long time. Don't no bad like we no day. We no afraid of cut off face. Boy just go away. We bad long time. Some boy just bad today. Take up badness when badness done give way. We bad long time. Don't no bad like we no day. Cut off face boy try up and blow away. Some boy say that them have their place locked. The only place in lock a down a Miss Matty shop. We have one key for full of rusty padlock. And a one's careful wear car cane man give him a chop. Had them missy tremble when them sick up. Here ambulance siren a run, buck him to a drop. Gamash works with all one pop. A same place police catch him, so road him nasty back. We bad long time, some boy just bad today. Take up badness when badness done give you. We bad long time, don't no bad like we no day. We no afraid of cut up face, boy just go away. We bad long time, some boy just bad today. Take up badness when badness done give you. We bad long time, don't no bad like we no day. Cut up face, boy try up and blow away. Some boy must feel say badness is a game. Put plan in a waste bout him, I go stick up Miss Jane. Him don't even if he feel shame. Police him waste buff up, no ask question, take out him brain. Some boy say them bad but them teeth and lame. All them do a run all extortion campaign. They no trouble set up like rain. Now him lose him 10 finger, them chew him go teeth man cane. We bad long time, some boy just bad today. Take up badness when badness done give way. We bad long time, them a bad like we no day. We no afraid of cut up face, boy just go away. We bad long time, some boy just bad today. Take up badness when badness done give way. We bad long time, them a bad like
why do it and rain? Oh my, them just want to find listen. Can't you see war is wrong? Oh, so wrong. It is so easy to give love freely and can only apply one by force. Are you not tired? Innocent blood running on the battlefield. Oh, for real. Mothers crying for sons, sons crying for fathers, and fathers crying for help, but no one to give an helping hand. No, no, no. Wanna do war fight. Wanna do war fight. Why? Wanna do war fight. Why you not so war fight? Oh my. Let's stop the war and pick up the pieces from where we forget.
but human, only human. Whoa, gonna do war and fight. Gonna do war and fight. Oh my, gonna do war and fight. Why you so war and fight? Oh my. Let's go big show. Why life have to be this way?
Oh, Tom.
Sometimes it's early in the morning. Someone is on the line. From here all the way them attack. Me know say I help out time.
The roughest sound
why
the
I helpful soul all. When me no have it, me we try help out. But when me in a trouble, all who me help me no see none there. When me want help out, I have to help me sing. When me want help out, I never spot none of them. When me want help out, I have to help me sing. If me get help out, from somebody I never help yet, I never get help from them. Why life have to be this way? Fire, baby. It really shouldn't be this way. Many times I'm deep in pain. Still I listen to them bag and complain. They're always seeking assistance. Them want more help again. I man no hear from them. When time them a piano and no problem. And all when me say me not tweet, and me say for help them again. When me want help, oh Jah. When me want help, I have to help me sing. When me want help, oh Jah. I never spot none of them. When me want help, oh Jah. When me want help, I have to help me sing. If me get help, oh Jah. From somebody I never help yet. It's a top selector.
Play my hit bound sound. So turn it up loud and make we mash it down. Record selector, we a mash up the town. Tell them so that much come fit tear it down. Say turn it up louder. Make we rock the whole world like a big arena. Make we turn up the bass and rock the area. Make you feel the bass line in your middle center. Me say smiling face that we taking over. We no have time for rap for we are up and clover. And the girls them love me style, them say I'm here the ruler. Sarah move the ragamuffin run any area. Come make we rock the universe. Music come first. Sarah had the blessing, we no deal with curse. With them I go do know that them skull have a verse. So that's it, them lock it up, them just
fire, baby.
Me hold the microphone selector, all I'm full. Just me got it back. And me hold the microphone, the whole dance all black. So never talk about how me stay ragamuffin when you play. And me full up a lyrics, the ragamuffin DJ. I got you bouncing over here. I got you bouncing over there. I got you bouncing all over the place. Lord, me see me gal, me move and I groove and I whine and I go on somewhere. When them hear me ragamuffin tune start to play. Permanent like me the highway. And them whine and go down like them the pan a dance play. Tell them love me too, them say them love me same way. Anywhere me go, I saw them say hey hey. Y'all feel me up, I say me sexy in every way. Wind up them body when me big tune a play. Tell them ragamuffin Sarah Muchi DJ. Come and say bouncing over here. I got you bouncing over there. I got you bouncing all over the place, Lord. I got you bouncing over here. I got you bouncing over there. I got you bouncing all over the place.
It's a top selector.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You say the leaders of this world keep trying to make this world a better place for living. Still they just can't understand how it's so hard to do. I guess the system is just not working, cause there's too much easy man squeezing. If me I go to tell me.
Yes, it's time we understand, Lord. Together we can build a better land. I said each man is our brother.
must spread some love around. What we need
What's poppin'? Everything is on the rise, nothing ain't dropping.
All we need is love.
Oh, Tom, but.
What we need is love. All we need is love. Oh, I hear voices calling, and it really hurt my feeling. Lonely teardrops keep on falling. Yes, it's time to realize we need to come together. We gotta live and let another live.
Yes, it's time we understand. Yeah. Together we can build a better land. Let's do it.
Listen keenly, you. Run already.
Lady G and Barry Sammons version.
Baby, so great.
Someone judge the book by the cover.
That I didn't turn you down. I've watched you all these years, holding your head up high, just wanting to be someone.
Girl with ambition,
when all the fellows around, they didn't pay you no mind. How could they not look twice? They must have been blind.
For real.
But I could tell from the start, you had love in your heart, and you wanted so much to let it go. Baby, you needed the chance to show a little romance. Now the table has turned, they're running you down. Baby, show it all. Show them what you got now, honey. Throw it all.
Me have them running wild.
Burn them 'cause you're hot now, baby. Let it all. Let them feel the heat now, honey. Show it all. You got them at your feet now, baby. Ooh, it makes me feel so good.
What me say? Me have them in a circle. Anytime me pass by me left, enough man a worry, enough man a cry in a circle. Like a puppet on a string. Fi get close to me, them woulda do anything. Who laugh last? Me say a them laugh.
Somebody
Them
say,
me a put in a life just want to take.
So this me I say, oh God, yeah, the poor is the ones that delay. To the unfortunate, them push we out of the way. The poor them sink in a clay. But we have to live a better life than yesterday. The poor is the ones that delay. To the unfortunate, them push we out of the way. The poor them sink in a clay. Come to them poor, they will not live a better life. There is always a fight in everything we try. The poor never right, we ever and stand by. The rope too tight, on the put on a eye. A time for it, pull up from how long it tie. The wages you dash and make the poor man cry. The poor can't manage in a system so high. You delete chance,
Fire, baby.
You secret things of your will I. Why? The poor is the one you delay. So we unfortunate, you push we out on the way. The poor no sink in a clay. But we have to live a better life than yesterday. The poor is the one you delay. To the unfortunate, you push we out of the way. The poor who no sink in a clay. But we have to live a better life. You have the poor and their face, they live the reason. We work to the pay season to season. So lives are to live, you make it miserable. The ones in a white cash now do nothing. If you forgot to any favors, you have to grumble. While the poor is and the dollars always a stumble. The life we live, it costs like gravel. While you're all smooth, you're living noble. The system you plan is only a cycle. Everybody!
Need a conscious lover. Well, no. Could have loved you before.
Be a host to this stranger. I want to know you. I've got to know you. I want to know you.
Be a badness.
Hey, I'm a DJ. Pull that up again. Pull it. Pull it.
You can call on me. I'll be there for you. Call on me. Keep your head up to the sky. You don't even have to cry. I'll be your best friend. When it seems like all is gone and you feel you can go on, I'll be your best friend. I can see you've been going through changes.
Y'all ladies, y'all listen. Selector man, the master teacher. Yes.
Was it something somebody did, somebody said? Why you're frustrating yourself when you don't have to be
See
that
me just
way?
go do some juicing, you know?
See, I know that it's not easy. I can tell the pain you feel. But
Cultural expression.
is a friend you'll find
In your room.
Oh, you
Not so close. See?
just confide in me.
Selector wise.
Keep your head up to the sky. You
Proper
don't
things,
even
proper
have
things.
to cry. I'll be your best friend. Oh, when it seems like all is gone and you feel you
Melody,
can't go
melody.
on, I'll be your best friend. Oh, I'll be that for you.
Serious.
Master Griffith and gentlemen, not me worry about.
How do you feel when your baby's gone?
Baby girl,
Painful, painful.
How do you live with no one to keep you warm?
I'm telling you, lonely.
You toss and turn, you cry all night.
Can't sleep.
Look at them.
It's such a feeling, Lord, it gives an awful fright.
Eyes closed, body
I made
walk.
a mistake
I tell you.
when I grieve this heart.
Oh gosh.
He couldn't stand it, he decided
Set your principle,
to
set it.
part. I've got to find him and apologize. I want no one else, he's just my side.
If I think of it, I could charge you for treason, but still that wouldn't make it right. No, no, love is not no season, with nothing to get even. And how is you a pleasure to my side? Forget about history, mystery, your story and my story. Let us get together and forget our animosity. You cry for me, lie to me, say you woulda died for me, claim say you would check for me, and now you say
And
goodbye
I've
to
got
me.
to find him, Lord, yeah. I've got to find him, whoa, yes. I've got to find him, Lord, yeah.
Look at them. Yes, I accept it. Come home to me, I accept your apology. Sorry, connected. Let us complete this sweet love symphony.
Selector smooth, me I tell him I'm wise.
Listen up now. We still have not learned how to live
In and around front room, scare what? Not so close.
We really need to learn to understand each other. We need to learn. Old time people
In your front room.
saying that you're never too old to learn.
I'm telling you.
And if you stop for a while and think about it,
not the answer.
Love.
Only love will ever conquer all things. We still have not learned.
Watch him now, watch him, see? Him have on them surgical gloves, you know. I tell you, man.
My people, listen up, we still have not learned.
Him look like an Afghan, I tell you.
Fire, baby.
We need to learn. We really need to learn to understand each other. We need to learn.
Principle wise.
Old time people, they have a saying that you're never too old to learn. And if you stop for a while and think about it, you will realize war is not the answer. Only love will ever conquer all things. We still have not learned to live together now. We need to learn. We really need to learn to understand each other. We need to learn. Senseless violence and wanton acts of destruction only build up hate and fear. And I don't have to remind you, that love and unity is all that we need to pull us back together. Oh yeah. We still together now.
Still you're dripping and down, so we can carry on. Yeah. Give us the faith.
Box that till you're blind. Bang.
Oh, yeah. Never will we quit, never will we stop, though they fight us so hard. Never will we quit, never will we stop, Jah works must go on. Never will we quit, never will we stop, though the truth pains their heart. Never will we quit, never will we stop, Rastafari is on. Though the works we carry on uplift so many people, there are those that fight against the works of Jah.
And the big bags over them called Tipper Town. And I got to make it be known. Because the one like Ronnie Boat, Hot Chipping and the Black Roses massive.
Till then we must beware of who we let into the temple. Jah take hold of shield and buckler, while the heathen rage because the truth is spoken. And people adversaries rise against your children, yeah. Instill your strength in I and break them down, oh Jah. Never will we quit, never will we stop, though they fight us so hard.
So you tell you, man, select a wise.
Never will we stop, Jah works must go on.
Ladies, me tell you, in your room.
Never will we quit, never will we stop, though the truth is their heart.
I said the only thing I need from you
is your love.
Happiness.
Box that till you're blind. Bang.
Some more happiness. Let peace and love abide. If you want to be my princess, all I need from you is just a little more faithfulness. Might as well you just step aside if there is no happiness. I don't need the love that comes and goes. You hate today and you love tomorrow. It seems like your love is not here anymore. You don't do things like you used to before. Baby, your love is moving too slow, and I am a man with vacant and flow. When you run out, someone will run in. Imagine all I want from
Sweet
you.
voice of Mr. Alno Crucial Tibet. I like him, I like him.
If
I like
you
him
want to
enough.
be my princess, all I need from you is just a little more faithfulness. Might as well you just step aside if there is no happiness. Girl, your chances are gone just by the way you're going on. I don't need your happiness.
apology. Over and over you've done this to me. I need to get a break, or must I meditate? My mind is such a state. If I wasn't strong enough, I would lose my faith. All I need from you.
What's poppin'? Everything is on the rise, no name drop it.
Let peace and love abide.
Wise
if you
selector.
want to be my princess, all I need from you is just
baby. Come on, my people. Moving on up now, baby. Tell my mama don't worry. Tell my papa be cool. You don't need to worry, mama, because I'm playing things by God's rule. For so long we've been working and still don't get no pay. Now God give me a blessing.
Man, tell you, man, tell your friends them, you know. Selectors Boat here. Fridays, cultural expression, man. Sweet.
Cause I finally got a piece of the pie.
Fire, baby.
Feet on a high ground. So tell the bubbles and they stay steady. Quick.
Stop it,
come on, my people.
Special style, man.
Moving
Principle.
on up now,
Wise.
Tell my mama don't worry. Tell my papa be cool. You don't need to worry, mama, because I'm playing things by God's rule. For so long we've been working.
Settle inspector. Principle. Development.
Now God give me a blessing. I'm gonna lead you straight away. Moving on over to the sky. Cause I finally got a piece of the pie. We're leaving all over to
Wise selector.
I had found a place of feet on a high ground. So tell the bubbles and they stay steady. And tell them now your finger stands strong. For this a giddy and we're ready. And we know we gotta move along. Tell my little virgin and her sister, there's a message of my song. One aim, one destiny. With Jah we could never be wrong. We're moving on Mount Zion, cause we finally got a piece on the pie.
And the big bag song with them called Tipper Town, and I got to make it known. Pick up the one like Roddy Bowl, and Chipping, and the Black Roses massive.
Come on, all my people, get conscious. Come, my people, let's focus. The blessing is coming, and I know it's for every one of us. Look how long we've been crying. It's all in the system. Now we see the trend and the time is changing, and I know the table is turning. We're moving on. Yeah! Cause we finally got a piece of the pie. Moving on over.
Bomber drop, damn you!
A safe environment in the home. Yes, ladies. I tell you. Principle fixation for the woman then.
And I've been through valley, been up and down the rocky road again. I've been down and out, been pushed to back.
Most distinctable voice, Mr. Burris Hammond.
I'm still going strong. I'm still going strong. You see, my papa done left me when I was a little baby. Thought it was a natural for everybody to be pushed around and left alone every once in a while. You have a jailer style, but I'm still going strong, yes. Yeah, I'm still going strong. But I know better. I learned that money can make you have the prettiest, loveliest, widest smile. I know better. I know that money can make you have When I talk to everybody, anything can happen if you ain't got no money. You be victimized, pushed aside, then denied. If you keep your pride, you'll be still going strong. Yes, still going strong. But I know that it's good for the Bahima. Go.
If me go to one, tell me. Select a man.
It's one of those tunes that makes you irate. It's one of those tunes that makes your day.
Why?
It's one of those tunes that keeps you moving.
Ladies, I tell you, in the
It's
yard.
one of those tunes you got to play.
Not so close.
Those tunes that keeps you rocking all over the world. For every man and woman, every boy and girl.
Oh yeah, it's one of those tunes. Oh yeah, just one of those tunes. Oh yeah, it's one of those tunes. Oh yeah, just one of those tunes.
See the man, they can't make a number one. Cause we locked down.
It's one of those tunes that makes you irate.
Set a moment.
It's one of those tunes that makes your day.
And my sisters.
It's one of those tunes that keeps you moving.
Keep it bubbling, my cousins.
It's one of those tunes you got to play.
Hey, my brethren.
It's one of those tunes that keeps you rocking all over the world. For every man and woman, every boy and girl.
Keep it.
Oh yeah, it's one of those tunes. Oh yeah, just one of those tunes. Oh yeah, it's one of those tunes.
Yo, Hitman.
Oh yeah, just one of those tunes. Oh yeah, it's one of those tunes. Oh yeah, just one of those tunes. Oh yeah, it's one of those tunes. Oh yeah, just one of those tunes.
It's one of those tunes the chords are happy.
London.
Every note and beat in harmony. Whether driving in your car or in a party. I just one of those tunes that sets the scene.
Yes, Mr. Lightbro.
It's one of those tunes that keeps you rocking. One that delights. Hold on to your main squeeze in the corner tonight.
Oh yeah, it's one of those tunes.
Ladies, in wise man, not so close.
Oh yeah, it's one of those tunes. Oh yeah, just one of those tunes. Oh yeah, it's one of those tunes. Oh yeah, just one of those tunes.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, it's one of those tunes.
Yeah, man. Principal wise selector, me I tell you. Change the game, man. What you wait for? What happened? You're stuck. Yes. The man stuck in the tracks. What a thing. Principal Wagwan. Man stuck in the tracks.
It's one of those tunes.
What happened to the thing? You see where you deal with these things at this particular time. Okay, that means to me I forgot John Wall. 1,000 volt. Yo, fix the thing, man. Selector get boss.
Yourself,
Are calling. golden leaves of autumn's falling. I must go away soon at the sight of dawn. Everyone go chasing better times and better places, but you must remember I won't be long away. Keep a little love in your heart for me. Wait around respectably. You can win the world if you wait for me, just for me. When the winter snowflakes remind you of our joys and heartbreaks, don't be sad, my baby. I'll be back by your side. Keep a little love in your heart for me. Wait around respectably. You can win the world if you wait for me. Wait for me. Oh. Together, warm as sunshine, summer weather, this traveled weary drifter will be back by your side. Keep a little love in your heart for me. Wait around respectably. You can win the world if you wait for me, just for me. Darling, wait for me. Oh, wait for me. Baby, 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 wait for me.
A good request, this, you know.
It's funny how these old memories can bring you tears. Seem like yesterday my past has been relieved. The thought of losing you still burning in my mind. I find it hard to smile while I'm crying all the time. Yeah, these old memories bring you tears. Yesterday I had your love, today I have all the pain. The love affair is over, you say, but the hurt still remains. Even though you are gone, there's something still lingering on in my heart. So mine has got me crying, crying, crying. Yeah, these old memories brings you memories bring you tears. It's funny how these old memories can bring you tears. Seems like yesterday my past has been relieved. The thought of losing you still burning in my mind. I find it hard to smile while I'm crying all the time. Yeah, these old memories brings you tears. just can't forget the first time that we met, and I just can't forget the first time we caressed. I wake up, my pillow's wet. You know I have only one regret, that you won't let me forget. A simple wedding band that you gave back to me. Now I'm just half a man, and that is plain to see. All these things keep me so upset. You know I've only one regret, that you won't let me forget. All these things keep me so upset. You know I've only one regret, that you won't let me forget. The waiting on you is getting longer every day. Seems my patience is running out. My heart is willing, but my feeling is getting down. But I'm not gonna give you up. No way, no way, no way. No way. No, 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 no way. If I have to wait forever and a day, you can't rely on me. If I have to wait forever, my dear, you can't know I'll be there. You've got to trust me, my love, the way that I trust you. You got to have faith in me, the way that I have faith in you. Oh, it's true. You know it's true. The waiting on you is getting longer every day. But it only makes me get stronger in every way. You got to trust me, girl. Oh, you gotta trust me. strides. But I know, oh, yes I know, I'd never make that same mistake again. Looking back over my deeds, I can see signs a wise man used. And if I just had the chance, I'd never make that same mistake again. Once my cup was overflowing, but I get nothing in return. Now I can't begin to tell you what a lesson I have learned looking back over the slate. I can see love turn to hate, but I know, oh yes I know, I'll never make that same mistake again. Once my cup was overflowing, I get nothing in return. Now I can't begin to tell what a lesson I have learned looking back over the slate. I can see love turn to hate, but I know, oh yes I know, I'll never make that same mistake again.
I feel it, sing a tell and feel it.
Here we go!
Oh girl, you just can't mean those awful words. They are the worst my ears have ever heard. You want a separation with no explanation. Baby, please, if you should take the love you give, then I no longer want you. Mistakes, I know I've made a few. In doing so, girl, have I hurt you? If so, I'm sorry, love, for you. There's nothing that I wouldn't do. Oh girl, please reconsider. Come on and bend a little. Baby, please. I know I'm not a perfect man, but girl, I'll do the best I can. If you're not happy here, we'll move anywhere, girl. If we get tired of being alone, then girl, we raise a family. Oh, yeah. Time and the river will bring my love to me. If I must, I'll wait forever by the river that took her to the sea. Here by the river we loved, we laughed, we cried. But the time my love, my darling, took my heart and is gone with the tide. How long I've been lonely, sudden light shines bright. I need her, oh lead her to my arms tonight. Time and the river, how swiftly they go by. But my heart will beat for no other till time stands still and the river runs dry. Oh, how long I've been lonely, sudden light shines bright. I need her, oh lead her to my arms tonight. Time and the river, how swiftly they go by. But my heart will beat for no other till time stands still.
See,
and the river
not so close.
runs dry.
Preview.
Time and time again, I tell you that I love you. Time and time again, I'm always scared. Time and time again, I tell you that I love you. Time and time again, I'm always scared. Never gonna give you up. No, you're my buttercup. Never gonna give you up at all. Once bitten, twice shy. You never miss your water. You never miss your water till your well runs dry. You know I love you. You know I care. I truly adore you, my dear. Oh, never gonna give you up because you're my buttercup. Never gonna give you up at all. Never gonna give you up because you're my buttercup. Never gonna give you up at all. Time and time again, I tell you that I love you. Time and time again, I'll always care. Oh, never gonna give you up, because you're my buttercup. Never gonna give you up at all. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give you up at all. Even though we quarrel, even though we fight, I never gonna give you up at all. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give you up. Here we go. At all.
Here we go!
The treasure of love is easy to find. It glows like a fire and it shines like a star. The treasure of love is not very far to find where it is. Just look in your heart. It's stronger than diamond. It's worth more than gold. This is a treasure that never grows old. The treasure of love is found on no charts to find where it is.
Here we go!
Yeah, one of these evening we have to do a real John Holt, that was just personal.
I've lost that love before. God, man, and I close and I
See what I mean? Personal.
I've lost that love before. God, man, and I close the door. And you say try just once more. And you came and you took control. You touched my very soul. You always show me that loving you is where it's at. You made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life. The others were untrue, but when it came to loving you now, I'd spend my whole life with you, girl.
True! I tell you, it's a strange thing, you know, life. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
problems we have, and we can't run go home, cause no airplane, no sea. Yeah, we just curfewed. Big youth.
Cause the Lord God keep them blessed. To them not the Lord God keep them love. Singing on the Lord God keep them glory. Pass it on the Lord God keep them love. Growing on a river. Growing on a river. Mary got a job in the city. She was working under fire every day and night. So she worked so hard just to make things right. So the big wheels keep on turning. Mary born fire keeps on burning. Growing on a river. Growing on a river. Come down to the river, that you don't have to worry if you got no money. The people on the river, they are willing to give. Got a big wheels keep on turning. Mary born fire keeps on burning. Growing on a river. Growing on a river. Old man river, just keep rolling. Old man river, just keep rolling along.
Yeah, we was talking Tuesday, physical law. I must say everybody should look it up. Because these are theoretical principles that's been deducted by people them who work in the scientific fields. And the reason, one of the main factors or reasons why it's called physical law, because it's something that is repetitive. Them continue to work on a subject or something, you know, giving it so much observation, as in what we would call testing. So now they want to see the other side of the something, or the something mutate on them. But these are courses, these are kind of scientific experiments that's been taking place for a long period. And then we have the changing of the guards, as we will call it, transitioning. Maybe the adults, the elders, they have passed, or they're in a condition where they're not so affluent, or not so physically able to move around, right? They're kind of incapacitated in some degree. But the long and short of what I try to say is really when you have the transition in, and you have these boisterous ones that really want to see what would happen if we do this and do that. This is the base of a lot of problems that these first world people have, are human beings, we have. And that's when you step out of your boundaries. But they not see it like that. That's why when you look at the old tabulator thing, every 3 months there was some upgrade from Microsoft Word. The upgrade, Microsoft, the whole Microsoft Word package, it upgrading every minute, every second, every week. No contentment. But at the same time, when you look at what they will perceive or give us as the conclusion, they say, wow. But with that, I can vouch for it because I was working and we had some documentation from Microsoft asking what we usually use the Microsoft programs them for, the Word package, and what we feel should be incorporated in there. So me know with my fastness, me say, well, this program called Excel is easier than Smart and easier than Locus or something like that it was called. So, I say, well, one, the families should be made more simplistic and locking off the program, right? That someone else can come and change the families was, and it was a concern of ours. So, I was getting a position I was getting an ops in the administration department to do things when it came to setting up programs using Excel for the accountants. So what I'm saying all of that for is that they were using, people, they want to find out if the general public and industries and so forth. But when you come to what we call physical law, you come to scientific things, it don't work like that. How it work like that, you have to find some testing ground. And sometimes it's a country. It's people. Not sometimes, most time. More than 80% of the time, are people. See? So them look upon the third world people, them, as no hope. So them just try out them thing and see what occurs. And them have the audacity to try to create artificial conditions. And this is where things backfire, because trying to find their conclusions and creating these conditions, and they are setting an observational post to see what happens. And then nature vomits, repel them. And now we're in something that no one is saying, right? But those of us who been here long, and we're seniors now, and we're grandparents. And if we haven't changed and tried to be part of the new wave, we have a lot of disinfectants and Dettol and different things. And you see that name has been on these things for years. But now, if you follow my train of thought, you see that the experiments continued. So with this one here now, they want to make a distinction and say, well, no, don't say that. Right? So them tweak it and call it the 19. All of this conversation may have not changed nothing, but what I'm saying is, trying to say is that this is how these first world people have been treating the citizens of this earth. And we, the people in the diaspora, we can see things, but we don't have no strength. And the African, our parents, our brothers and sisters, and our people, them on the continent, them can see too. But them give up them sovereignty and retain neo-colonialism by accepting themselves within the Commonwealth. So they don't have a voice. They're just being told what to do, when not to do, and when and what to say and what not to say. And if you become a naughty boy, we will eliminate you. You see, if this situation here that we are seeing right now was exposed or infringed on the continent, it'd be the worst atrocities ever. We thought Chernobyl was we really did, Chernobyl. And we still weren't told, we don't know how much people lost them life and how much people continue to suffer. Just like the Nagasaki and Hiroshima. If we're able to, the way things look, if we're able to get out of this, as many of the top man, they must say, life as we know it has changed. But society, as we've been experiencing, will change. And that's what we don't know. We're going into some dark spaces. And that's very concerning. The observations that many of us are having, we have to sit back and cool, because things are being brandished out there fast and furious. And some things are going to be not quite on point, but it's rational. And some is going to cause gross problems. Because all it is when they see that a high percentage of people, volumes, are responding to certain things, they will leave it there and subtly remove all those other things. And that one that is in your face would be the hook, line, and sink. There's many movies, strangely enough, that have this type of scenarios. And the outcomes are very dramatic. But you know, them always have a hero that plays along with everything, understands everything. And him and his girlfriend and another one seem to be the only people them that understand what's taking place and know how to avoid being contaminated by that which is the new structure. Why is everybody that's afraid, frightened for them life, and them go get inoculated, not knowing what they're receiving? See, this darkness that we're in is not knowing. And that's why it's a physical law, because those who are in charge of that, they're the ones who know. And what they know is what they know. You see, I tell you, this is one time that we don't hear no blame game. When I hear them say, this body and that body and this thing is to blame, you know. But what hurts me most is to see the UN General Secretary speaking and said that they have contacted all warring factions across the globe, requesting them to halt. And he is contented and satisfied that everyone is responding as required. This is a good thing that's happened. But why were they warring? How is it possible that now you issue a request to say, ease off? The world can't take that with what will take place now. Why couldn't you do that before? Why were you all sitting up there as a League of Nations to knock each other's head together if you step out of line by putting the citizens of the world lives, our country, people, them life at risk, and you knock them head together and make things just work right? These are things we are learning, you know. These people are evilous. You mean you can go over, you can make a phone call, whatever you did in Yemen, and say, listen here, Saudis, stop your fighting. But when I give them ammunition, they want to give them permission. Them join one of your clubs. Because we are talking about the custodians of the holy precinct of Al-Islam. Over 1 billion people across the world. Of all peoples of the earth. But you allowed them. And all the destruction that we did in Libya. And what about the people them that is leaving Africa, the continent, and I try come to Europe? What happened to them people? What have you said to those people? Are they drowning? Because the problem with Italy and Germany was not letting them in, and it was only Greece and Turkey. So what happened to all those people? What's the news about those people? What? The sharks are having festivity. What is happening to them? What is happening to all those people that's in these these camps that's been trying to get into Europe? What happened to those people that are exposed to the elements and to this thing? Because remember, those people don't have no medical care. They don't belong to nobody. What happened to those people? Thursday, me say, well, we have to think about the people in penitentiaries. Because the issue them say, well, you need to curate a certain amount of space. You know that somebody have this something, anyway, that one they would not allow people to sleep. So if you just think about a prison, and then you think about these enormous facility them have in America, we're not going to get true reports, you know. I think everybody know that already. God, we need help. We always need help. But we need some serious, serious help. And we need to be people of faith now. We need to be very sincere. And we need to take care of ourselves. Because there's nothing miraculous that's going to happen for anybody. But those of us who have children, you have to talk to the children and make them understand and keep them at a level. Because we don't want them to breach the rules and then become automatic guinea pig. And we don't have no protection. We don't have nothing. All ever ethnic bodies in this country do. We're the only ones that think that we're British. And when we found out that they were deporting people just like that, and then it's all kind of people and some flimsy reasons when they didn't have the documentation. Listen, there's so much things. No, in this physical law, you cannot charge anyone. You would never know whom. You cannot personalize, and neither can you put your finger on any particular country. And even if we were able to do that, you cannot charge anyone. You would have to be like the prisoner. You would have to be like the X-File. And those people who never think of a God, I think they must shout God no. I'm not being cynical, you know, it's true. True talk. So, the experiment continues. They will detect certain things. They're analyzing, observing, coming to their own conclusion, and looking at how the environments, as in nations, countries, are responding. Now, natural law, from a political point of view, that's the heads of state that is being briefed as to what the outcomes could be. And now the analysis is that since this is what's happening. The worst have gone. And this is what's now available to us. And then those other scientists that want to corral human beings and create scientific environments. Those of you who know or read anything about the eugenics program, the Aryan programs, what little them put out there, me not scaremonger, you know. All of these opportunities are in this physical law right now. Whether a person feels that them have a lot of theoretical principles in deducting and deducing, this phenomenon is being played out. And we are, listen, we're the audience. Fundamentally, we ain't got a choice. Everyone knows that already. So I'm saying no. Love your family more and more. Get close to your family. And explain whatever you never explained before. Explain. Share thoughts. Wants. Because if anything happened to you, any of us, a relative, your wife, your partner, they were told, or them have a document. We have to think. Don't let things go by chance now, because we're in no position of control. We don't have no infrastructure development. We African Caribbean people are British black. We don't have it. And God help us who have to go to the hospital. I tell you. You see, when when them did that thing here with our people, because they didn't want to pay them out the Head Start money and give them silver and gold rings or watches, there was a depleting of the NHS. And then start having all kind of infections, infected things going on. See this, that, and so forth. And then they brought their people them in from Australia and New Zealand. Because they changed the gods and them transitioned to themselves. And then when you look at most hospital, then you see that we were there as auxiliaries. Mainly auxiliaries. So that's a pointer to show you now that it's a good institution, but it has its serious faults. And I'm a witness of two relatives and bad outcomes. Terrible outcomes. Not bad, terrible. Now, we're not first-class citizens. And that Home Office, Javid, him said that we were not citizens. You see, that's in the deportees before him step off. So we're not first class. We're in the working class, but we're black. And God forbid that we have a serious outbreak in our lot. We're going to be at the end of the chain, end of the rope, end of the line. That me frightened for. And our ambassadors have jumped ship. So we ain't got nobody. And this is not the time now to say we're seeking legal, not legally, citizens' advice. None of them, hey, listen, there's nothing working. So we have to hold fast together and pray hard. And change. Now we're together in the house. Change. Change. Change our views and change our concepts. Change. Get better. Because no one knows what the hour. See, it's not what the day, you know. We don't know anything. We don't know anything. So, you know how me just say guidance, we're moving out good though, we'll go somewhere. Listen.
One, two.
La 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 la. Fire I go burn them. Fire I go burn them. Get your fire, get your fire. Say get your fire, they make a nicer. Get your fire, and they make a nicer. Just the other day, I poke on.
You know, since I listened to that one line, we hear anything from Vatican, and I thought that is in Italy. You see, when you say certain things like this now, some people get vexed and them say, well, he's so blasted, cynical and thing. But here what happened? And not me, you know. I'm only saying and projecting what was projected, because the man is a representative of Christ here on this earth. Well, them said Jesus Christ on this earth. And his flock is huge. And his power extends round the globe. And his influence is masterful. We are led to believe, understand. So, one should look, should be listening to them people up yonder, so, not praying on who is past, but asking these forceful people, what is happening? Is what have you all done? And then speak to the world. Let the world hear, say, watch out. You're not just worried, you're totally concerned. and all these big children have given you and us great pain. No. When Italy was attacking Ethiopia and the Western world were laughing and jeering at His Imperial Majesty the First, he prayed and stretched forth his arms to the Almighty to seek salvation and give his people them the strength to overcome. That's what he did. And he have to go back home and motivate his people. And utilize the resources that them have to defend them country. Now you know, say spears, swords, and arrows and stones were the main thing them had. When I read history, you know, them never had no Gatling gun and things like that, you know. That's how come this love affair, this arrangement with Britain, and the demoting of himself came about as well. Because they needed some military armory. And at that late hour, receiving such, the people them needed to be taught on how to use these artilleries, these military artilleries. This is Ethiopia, me a chat, you know. And I put it together with the Pope. The Pope supposed to stand up and say, here what, you miserable big children, sort yourself out because you bring the world into some serious problem right now. Not that him never know how bad them was doing things all along. Because when you look upon a lot of history too, them people, they're blessed bombs. Them people stand up next to bombs and pray and kiss the rotted bombs that was landing on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Because it was a new experiment, a new phenomenon, dropping nuclear energy. How come the world never continued to say, listen, that thing, the people them need to be charged for that? This is not the life that anybody want to live. Why you make so much things for and then you can't get rid of the thing? And then you go around threatening people because you have this thing and you know someone that's don't have nothing that can compete with you, but then throughout the time you're still making more and trying to advance what you've made already. And all them depleted things, you take them, bury in the sea and other parts of the world on people's lands. This is the ill that this man not talk about, and all these top religious people. What the hell are they there about? So me as a Muslim, I wait for hear him, you know, 'cause all them big nation people, you know, him is their leader. He's their head man. If him say stop, then we'll stop. Whatever the hole is him have on them, or that institution have on them, him not use it now. And believe you me, it'd be devastating if them turn around and say the Holy Father has contracted the something and he's in a bad state and so forth. Because you see these top nations now, them will juggle for who them want. Oh, gosh, man. You see this thing? A serious problem. It's a serious, serious problem. And me I say all this because people make this world go round. But the world is God's. I don't care who want to talk. It belongs to the Almighty. And this God is not a man. As my father was saying, don't wear pajamas. And neither does he snore. A joke. I tell you. So I want to hear the Holy Father. That's what I want to hear. Personally, that's what I want to hear. So Chronixx and Capleton talk to the people them internationally, man.
Here comes the King Kong.
And the weak, and don't despise the poor. Respect yourself for sure. And shall we open all the doors and you will settle scores. And the weak, and don't despise the poor. Respect yourself for sure. And shall we open all the doors. Always remember to be faithful. When God bless you in that life, you be grateful. And never diss the man will make you playful. But this loyalty are ungrateful. Get so youth me tell you to be careful. Anytime you give, just give cheerful. Babylon no love to see your air wool. So me burn the werewolf. And the weak, and don't despise the poor. Respect yourself for sure. And shall we open all the doors and you will settle scores. And the weak, and don't despise the poor. Respect yourself for sure. And shall we open all the doors. Alright.
Give an helping hand to your brother man, yeah. If we suffer, make we suffer as one. If you know we're better, that go for and conquer. They get the youth to suffer in the gutter too long. Give an helping hand to your sisters, yeah. See I'm struggling, we are fight worldwide. Only the power of love make humanity survive. God praises be to Rastafari. He grant us wisdom, love and understanding. May the kindness and compassion in me flow. Cause when Jah love is pouring out, I know the pagans going down. Jah love pouring out, Rastafari. And I will supply all you.
See, we're in a crisis and we're not work nothing out. Guidance, Johnny Osborne.
Here we go! Bomber drop, damn you!
Now we come to the payoff. Now we come to the payoff.
It's energy! Can't tired!
Oh! I saw you on labor!
Go ahead, wait! Hey, you! Hey, you over there! You! Hey, you, sir!
Can't stand around and watch what is going down. We can't stand and look and let what they say come true. Cause we are the warriors, rebels with a cause.
See this rhythm here now? There's a lot of rhythm that we're supposed to be promoting and everything. You see? But you see how the things work. We deal with culture and we deal with reality. We're not dealing with slackness and all them foolishness. You understand? We keep our dignity, keep our pride as a people. Not a saga boy and a foolish boy. I try run up in face and make people then believe say we have something going on. And all we do is take advantage and lying and deceiving and we want to see underneath a woman frack and all kind of nasty, filthy things. We ain't at that. You understand? So I'm saying all that to somebody that's out there that just think that them can be a provocateur and still go talk sport or one of them other people them and work it there and leave me alone. I'm a family. You see? So Johnny Osborne, you know what I mean? We run the thing and we try to promote the thing and now we use it because the thing gone out of control. You see? And write the thing, world in a crisis, but they're talking about us and all the different fandangos and foolishness that some of our people get up to. Okay. But this, in the first, there's some verses in there that's applicable to the nonsense that just take place here and got all of us in a big problem. You see? So, this is daunting, but we're going this way. You see? We're going this way. Yeah, we're going this way. No, is it that one there? Get to run this. Yeah, we're going this way. Guidance.
Put I go take some of them across River Jordan. Which boat might take them across River Jordan? Little lights, oh you a go enter. Little lights, oh you a go enter. Little lights, oh you go enter in a Zion.
You remember Noah? Noah called for his son. Him son see just like everybody else in for them village or community, them surroundings, what he was doing. What he was doing is something them never know nothing about. They never see or had a glimpse of something called a ship or looking like a ship or whatever that we call an ark. But Noah being a father and a responsible person and chosen by God, explain to him family and the people them, what God Almighty say. A lot of the people them listen, they all listen to him and them go away about them business and everything and them say, he's strange. But he continue explaining and trying to help them to correct their ways. Eventually, them get mad with him and tell him, say, you are an idiot. You see? You're coming with this, you're coming with... Why don't you just leave us alone? So, no, he had to resort just to his own no, which is his family. Because the multitude or the general population don't want to hear him. Them fed up him, them say nothing. You see? Him mad, him this and that. No, throughout their life, him brought the word of God to them. Him never have to chastise them. Him just tell them what the Lord said, and they were prosperous. But now them get bigger themselves and them say, watch it, we don't want to hear you no more. No. We know how to do things now. We don't even keep listening to you. See, that was it. The same thing happened with Moses, right? Lay salam. But Noah, one of him children, decide him not participating. Him not participate when him father a cut tree down and do things. Him not in there. Him out with him friend them and doing whatever he was doing. But his father continued to look for him and tell him, plead with him, and inform him that he want him with him. Because the time is coming soon. And the child turn around and tell him, say, he's not interested. No. When the construction was near completion, him gone to him again, as well as the people them. But the people them a laugh. What is this? His son refused to respond to him father. Him not tell him father is an idiot. Him not lambaste him. Him just not follow. Him not, he's hearing, but him not pay attention. And him can see like other people them. So, now the time reach, no less I'm going back to him son, and tell him, come, I love you so much. If you stay here, you will drown. Him son said, no, me I go up top of the tree. Me I go climb the tree. Him said to him, the tree will not save you. Even the tree will be covered by water. Him say, what? Nah. That be the case, I'm going to put in the highest mountain. Him tell him, that won't help either. Just come along with me, son. All your family, they're waiting. He plead and him pray. And his son told him, he will be all right. All this conversation, the rain started, But you see, when they put in the movie, it come like a pipe bust. So you get a whoosh of water. No. The rain already started. Because it took time, It took time. It's not a big flood, not a big, speed. You understand? Because that's a movie. Anyway, he refused. But he was 4-1. That's why I talk about the Pope. Me not accept the Pope have some missionary from God. Me no know that. But him proclaim to be that. So he should have the world, the citizens of the world, vested interests at hand. So now him see the naughty big children are behaving badly. Him supposed to bring them to book. At least attempt. These people are looking for armed forces, extra police. You think say them talk about extra staff for NHS that they not look for other people. Them because they're perceiving the reactions of people. And you see, when people get frightened, you take certain oblivious and evasive actions, So the state law knows about these things, obviously, because that's part of the affairs. So you must know so that them have some contingency plans in order in the advent of people's fear of this dark place that we're all in, and it's going to get darker. What's with the Noah story? Well, it's his family and the stiff-headed, stiff-heart stiff-necked people refuse. And then the other ones, they're going to turn and say, wait, so you're going to tell me so that the nation of people, them would have all got onto this ship, this boat, this ark? No. If they were hearing and responding, what took place would not have taken place. When I deal with God being a man working on supposition, there were many years he's asking the people them, God, to change, to reform themselves. After receiving such, them get boisterous and big-chested. That's us, the human beings, lacking of contentment. And when we hurt ourselves, we start remembering God. Check yourself and think about it. Whatever you call God, we all go there. Soon as that pain reach, oh my God, we seek God. We get bad news, we seek God. We talk God. We think God. When I shout out Paul, when I shout out King James, and we definitely don't shout out Pope. So it's when we dishonor ourselves and our true nature that these things happens to us. Now, why I pick Noah? Because if I pick Muhammad, everybody run gone. I can't pick Jesus because I don't know Jesus. That J never exists. So I say Christ, people will respond. But Christ came to say that you never adhere to the law, and damnation gonna strike us from there on in until the time come. But I have to go away. I have to. But one will come. And he, whatever him hear, he will tell you. And he will lead you. Who's you? The world. Into righteousness. To be in obedience to God. Your last chance. Last salvation. And we say that's Muhammad. And Allah said that was Muhammad. And Christ said that's Muhammad. So we don't have no problem with that. But Muhammad wasn't sent here to set up a kingdom like Rome. Man was left his own devices to do good after so many prophets and messengers come to correct us, to guide us and help us get through all of these lust and greed that we go through. So, like one of my big tune, then where you gonna run to? Where you gonna hide? What you gonna do now? Man, them set up a thing and turn around and mash up 4 countries. Mash them up completely. Wreck them. In them own country have poisonous water. and then supply black communities with that same poisonous rotted water. Come on, man. The earth, the world is vomiting. Yeah, that man, his name is Al Gore. Al Gore come say, save the planet. Stop the pollution. Stop making all these things. The man never him run for president. Him never even get nowhere, and he was big up there with Clinton. So when the presidency never work out for him just go as an ambassador for save this planet. Of all these munitions and different things that the people them was doing. And choose that inside them know. He saved his life because he never get involved with the axis of evil conversation. And the more impressed, the more the people them cut down the people and rainforest system. Strange things. Them take the third world, them take the Amazon and start cut down the people them tree them. So you cut down the tree them, or you gonna get clean air when that's supposed to get away the carbon dioxide and everything. I saw the creation work. And these scientists know that. Do they? The young ones, them a work with tabulators. Them not work. Them not. Hey, I tell you, the transition is serious. Look, like me, they know me straight. Me, they know in basketball, the whole basketball change. The way black man play basketball now change. Well, them not play again because them on the strike. Not strike, them can't do nothing. Huh? We sit out here and see the whole thing change. A transformation. And it's called stickball. You know why it changed? Because the black man made them know about 10 years ago that them control the tool. So the union got strong. Derek Fisher and them man there. So the man them threatened them to bring the Europeans in. But the leading broadcasters, NBC, CBS, ESPN, them said, no, that's not going to work. So the new man come up with a scheme and change it right. So them playing, African Americans are playing like Europeans. Everybody somebody thing. So the minute that them decide, well, when LeBron finished, everything done anyway, you know. What's that got to do with anything? It's got a lot to do with everything because we just follow and know the man them got we bad in a bad state. And I'm telling you, I feel a way because I like to feel my independence and I could have just get up, jump on a rotted plane and gone. No, that's not possible. You see, we have to hold down. You see, this is not like Bosnia, you know. Ethnic cleansing. This is suicide, self-suicide. Gone, man. Guidance. Take care of yourself, take care of family. And don't let any information get check it, double check it before you pass it on. Because all you can do is create hypertension for people like me. You understand? And other people, you know. We don't want to do that. And if you send it to us, people you know, put a tag on it. You know what I mean? That you just received this something and look at it. Yeah. Let us be very informative in the way we deal with each other. passing on news, you know. Don't just pass on something because it may come and give somebody a stroke, a heart attack, or hypertension, or something, you know. Because we're in a dark place. See? And the worst thing is to go in on Google and see all kind of thing that looks authentic. Stop it. And it's not. It's not. You understand? Seriously. When them people that come with all their different something and them and the way them project it and sit down. Listen, these people have years and years of practice dealing with covert operations, dealing with this Hollywood, dealing with movies, dealing with projections. And because we see the thing, the studio look nice and the persons are reading off a teleprinter and so forth, and then them say that Mr. Such and Such is a physician, a scientist of 70 years and so forth, and all this type of thing, we are going to pay attention. It's a blasted piece of drama. See? Especially when a man turn around and say, especially the one in America, when he turn around and say that the National Guards and everybody is being sent into Detroit and Ray. Hey, come on, man. So don't send me nothing that you don't put a tag on saying, well, here what, me just get this thing here. And I think, send it like that to your friends and family, you know. Say you just don't give people high blood pressure and strokes and all kind of thing. We have to be mindful of what we are doing. Seriously. We have to look after ourselves properly. Don't just send news wrong because you want to feel so that you're the first one. No, we're not. We're not the first ones. The goddamn thousands and thousands of people that try to do all sort of thing. I don't know how these phones work, but there's some people that send things out every rotted minute. Videos like them just sit down there and go around the world. Them Facebooking, Twittering, WhatsApping and all kind of thing. And I'm not up on all them things. And I'm getting them. I'm receiving them on my WhatsApp. And no, all of a sudden my email pages, them just bust up. And them not coming on my channel. They go wait till my thing done now and then coming later. When I would have want them for coming when me there live. Guidance. Listen this. My God know, you know. May God take care of us all. May God bless our families, strengthen our families, and keep us together. You understand? Keep us together. Protect us from what we don't know. And we just take care of ourselves. Because if we don't, no one else is going to.
Whoa, we're gonna run now. You mischief makers. Whoa, where you are gonna run?
Yes, my sister. Yeah, man, we love you know. Hey, Samuel. Annette. Yeah. Yeah, man, this is the last one we're gone. I'm frightened, you know.
Whoa, we're gonna run now. You mischief makers. Whoa, where you are gonna run when the right time come now? Where you are gonna run? I wanna know where you are gonna run when judge are ready now. Where you are gonna run? You can't run away. Run to the sun. Fire burn up there. Run to the moon. Blood a run out. Run to the rock. The rock a tumble down now. Run to the sea. The sea refuse.
You see me? I tell you, man, sometimes if I even frighten myself, you know. You see them tune, you see them sound there? them sound there frighten you know, because them sound there, there's no way we can run. Even the moon Him say the moon will refuse you. You understand? I tell you. And you know this thing with the 5G. You see? The man them have the place radioactive. Radioactive. 1,000 new satellite. Yeah, we have a brethren that was walking down Green, not Green Lanes, West Green Road. And them have one of these radiation detector machine. Listen, if you see the level, if you see the levels, and anybody who know the road, know said that is not a lie I'm a deal with, I'm a try to make something go on, We see where he's walking. We know the road. We know the road. And at the same time, when they remind us that this is the same road that was, that pavement that was closed for X length of time when they was laying down some new things, some BP, all kind of different peoples were up there. And they were laying down some cables, all kind of work was taking place. So, if that's just there, can you imagine? And then all of a sudden, because some people can sit down and train and their phones are working, them working, And the underground, the thing working. Them not play music or play a game, Them chatting. The thing's working. Mine, no bars, dead. We have to come outside. I don't know, see me not paying a big money. I don't know. I don't know who contract them people with. But the point I want to make is that people stop. When it's working, we always look up on flats them to see where all these antennas, these what you call them thing? Aerials, that what them call. And all of a sudden we just, because the phone then become nicer looking and this and that and that and that, and we give up on it. We give up on it. And then we also forgot that when you put the thing upon your ears, people were getting tumors and everything. We just give up on that too, forget. And you want to see our children, them, Sometimes them have a 3 phone. The girls, them, one of them breasts, one of them hip, and the other one tuck underneath them chin. Yeah. And maybe them have headpiece, listen, I tell you. And all the things that used to happen don't happen, stop happening. You don't hear nothing more because these companies are able to control the news. My God. Hey, I have some nice juice we just made, and principal thing gets stuck. You understand? So we have to share the juice in a minute. Guidance, we're going for real. Junior Delgado, this is my tune, man. Devil's Throne. Yeah, when you must pay me, Seriously, how am I going to get the money now? Yes, VP. When I under curfew, I tell you, man. Miss Chin, make sure the children them look after you, cause I tell you, man, this thing is serious. It take anybody, man, woman, black, blue, brown, pink. You understand? Take anybody. So give thanks. We love you for years, and we continue to love you. Gone. Hey, you hear them drums, them musicians? Hey, Casio, you hear them drums there? I seriously, listen to them drum there. Gee!
He that knoweth the words of Jah and doeth it not shall fall.
Guidance. Take care of yourselves.
The righteous one is coming
Are we not like the children of Israel? Go after the battle, sweeter the victory.
May God bless us all and forgive us for any wrongs that we have done. Allow us to live where possible. But you see, there's something here are going to make us realize who we really are as human beings. See? So with the outside, all we have to do is obey the conditions that the people then put out here, inform us of. And then the rest is how we take care of ourselves to the best of our ability and how much time we're being offered. You see that word time? It's not the time on the clock, you know. You see? I'm telling you. So, Mom, Orlando, we still here, you know. Don't send Carlos. You see? Don't do it. Just ask for us to be protected. You know what I mean? I will tell you boldly, you know, I'm not ready. Like me, I was say. But anyway, guidance, take care of yourselves. You understand? We're gone for real. God willing, we're there about. You hear us Tuesday. God willing, you know what I mean? I don't know where I get this energy today from, because yesterday wasn't a good day. Ian, it's you. It's Ian. Yeah, I must call you more often then. I must call you, not more often. I must call you, man. 'Cause it must be you send some vibration, and Mom felt good that we are having the conversation that we did have. So God bless you, man. Maybe it's you put some stride inside me and run away the spirit that was trying to hold me down. So God bless you, man. Yeah, because we had conversation, very good conversation. God bless you. Gone.